Looking for the perfect birthday or anniversary gift or a special date night? Well, then you need Zodart, Seattle's only exotic car rental company. Visit Zodart.com to book an exotic special car for that very special day.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
To date or not to date? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to use Tinder and suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or Craigslist and take up arms against a sea of weirdos.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why am I opening up today's second date update like that? Because Erica is on the phone and she wants to call a guy named Alan, and they met in an acting class.
Oh,
What's up, Erica? How did I do?
Sense.
You did great. You should join the class with us.
Okay, definitely. Maybe I'll think about that. What's the guy's name that you want to call today?
His name's Alan.
Alan, and your email said that you guys met in acting class. How'd that go down?
Well, we met in class, and he really stood out to me because he just had like a great set of hair, like a full head.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is this an ongoing class, or was this just a one-time class that you took?
It's an 8-week class, so yeah, it's an ongoing class.
Okay. So how far into your 8 weeks before either you or he asked each other out?
We were into the second week.
Okay, so second week in, and how did you guys officially decide to go out?
Well, we were hanging out after class, and he asked me if I wanted to hang out and like go over things.
Oh, I was hoping it would be more romantic than that.
No, it wasn't, Jubal. You wanted more of a script.
Yes, I did. All right, that's...
He's like, hey, what's up?
It's not very Hollywood at all.
And did it seem like a date, or did it seem like he wanted to go over and practice acting stuff with you?
It definitely seemed like a date. We were being very flirtatious when he asked me, and it was just us.
Oh, cool. Okay, so like everybody had gone home and it was just you two?
Yeah, we were just hanging out outside.
All right, and what did you guys do when you went out?
Well, he texted me after a couple days and asked me if I wanted to come over and make tamales.
Oh, that's a cute date.
Yeah, he can cook.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, because I guess they're hard to make, and he said he could teach me. So I was like, yeah, that sounds great.
I love tamales. Do you have any left over?
Seriously.
No, sadly.
I don't really care if we do your second date update anymore. I just want some food. Do you enjoy making tamales with him?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He's really funny, and so like he made me laugh, and he was really patient. My tamales were like, they were so bad.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, no.
his were really good, but he was being really helpful with me, so.
Okay.
All right,
That
and
sounds romantic to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really romantic. It was nice.
okay, if you spend some time with this dude making romantic tamales, why do you think he's not calling you back?
I'm not sure. The whole night was really great, and I guess you go through things of like what went wrong, and there was one point where he pointed out something I do that I didn't realize I did, which is apparently I compartmentalize my food, like when I eat it.
What do you mean? Like you make sure it doesn't touch?
Yeah, like nothing touches, and I eat like something one at a time.
Oh, I was like
you're
that.
one of those
When
people?
I was younger, I was
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't realize that I did that.
Oh, you didn't even know that you did that?
No, but I do. Now I'm noticing it like every day.
And you said he commented on it. How did he do that?
It was kind of like, oh, and I was like, what? What's going on? And he was like, well, you compartmentalize your food.
That would be the weirdest thing to turn somebody off ever.
Yeah.
You're not letting your tamale touch your beans that are on the plate, and that, my friend, I can't deal.
I thought that too. I thought that would be a little strange.
I have a hard time believing that would cause somebody to not call you back. How did you guys end everything?
He gave me a kiss on the cheek, and we were like, I'll see you in class, because I had to leave, because I really didn't feel like overstaying my welcome at his place for the first date.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you should have slept over. Like, just brought your overnight bag with you.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight, right?
So, have you seen him in class?
Yeah, he was in the next class after. We said hi to each other, but then after I was trying to talk to him, he was being kind of cold, a little standoffish. So, I don't know, and I asked him if he wanted to hang out, and he said he was busy.
Oh, the old busy excuse, huh?
Yeah.
Was he being rude to you?
No, I wouldn't say rude. It just wasn't, as welcoming as he had been before.
Right. Because if he liked you and he wanted to continue to see you, he'd do things like sit next to you in class or make eye
Right.
contact.
Yeah, now it's like really awkward when I see him, and we only have a couple classes left, and I just it's just kind of strange.
Weird.
And I'm just wondering if I did something wrong, so I thought I'd call you guys to help me figure it out.
Okay. I think it's a food thing. You separated your food like a weirdo, and it ruined your chances with this guy. We'll play a
Because
song.
I eat like an 8-year-old.
Yes. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Erica?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do your second date update today.
Why's that?
Well, because I don't know what my motivation is.
Oh.
I have no direction. There's a blemish on my nose, and the lighting in this room is off. The lighting is terrible in here.
I knew you would be that type of actor. I did.
I can't do it. I just can't. I'm going to go outside for a smoke. I'll be back in 15 minutes, and then we'll try it again.
Let's go to his trailer.
Got it.
All right.
Figured it out.
Erica wants to call a guy named Alan that she met in her acting class. They went out together. They made tamales. They had a fun time, fun conversation. She said he was funny. Yeah. Also added that he had a full head of hair, which she liked a lot. And ever since they went out, he's not calling her back. And also, they've seen each other in acting class, and he's been very cold to her, just saying that he's busy and he can't go out again. So she wants to see if she did something wrong. Are you ready to call him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you worried that this is going to make things more strange?
Whatever. The class will end.
Yeah, we only got a few more weeks, right?
At this point, it's already weird. It can't get weirder.
It'll be a good story.
Okay. I'm going to call him right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Alan there?
Speaking.
Hey, Alan, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, Jubal?
Yes, Jubal, from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Have you ever heard the show before at all?
No, I'm not familiar.
Oh, okay.
Is it on the radio?
Yes.
I mostly listen to NPR, sorry.
NPR, I'm not familiar with that rapper.
That would be so badass if NPR was a rapper.
Well, we are a radio show, and we do a segment called the Second Date Update. So you recently went on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay, who was it?
Her name is Erica.
She emailed you.
Yeah, Erica
What'd
emailed
she
us.
say?
Well, she emailed us and said that you guys met in acting class, and you got together one night to make tamales. And ever since then, you've kind of been cold to her in the acting class, and you haven't responded to like her phone calls or text messages or anything.
Okay. I don't understand why she emailed you.
Well, I guess she says that she's tried to talk to you a little bit, but you've been cold. And when she asked you if you wanted to go out again, you're just like, I'm busy, and then didn't want to talk to her. So she figured we might be able to find something out.
I don't know what you want me to say. It's not working.
Is there a specific reason?
Well, yes and no, but I don't really see why I'm going to talk to you about it.
Well, because you're not telling her. Like, you have to understand from her perspective, it's awkward for her to be in a class every day with a guy who obviously doesn't want to go out with you, and you have no idea why.
So the best thing for her to do is to email a radio station.
I think so.
No, you
I
get the
do.
truth one way or the other.
We do a lot of these second date updates. It works for a lot of people.
Well, I think it says something about her sanity.
Is that it? Do you feel like she's not sane?
No, I'm not saying she's not sane. I'm just choosing to go our separate ways as much as we can, even though we still have to be in that class together, because I think it's going to be better for both of us.
So you're deciding for her what's better for her.
Yeah, what?
Well, I'm deciding what's better for me, and I happen to believe it's got to be better for her.
And what is that?
I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. There's something about her vibe. I don't want to talk about auras and stuff, but there's definitely something about hers that clashes with mine.
Her
God,
vibe clashes with your vibe.
Only people in an acting class would say something like that.
What do you mean by that?
Look, she'd come over to my house. We made tamales. There was like some awkwardness there. I didn't think anything of it. But then the next week in class, we had to do these monologues, right?
Okay.
And when I went up to do mine, I felt off. Like I couldn't get in the right headspace. I could just feel that my energy was being sucked, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with her.
What?
I don't
That you
understand
feel
what
like
you're
your
saying.
energy was off when you were doing your monologue because of her. How?
It's hard to explain to the layperson, meaning not an actor. I mean, I don't know what you guys do as like radio personalities.
Yeah, no, radio is bottom of the barrel, not much of an art.
We're as lay person as you get.
Like, have you ever taken an acting class?
No.
I have.
I mean, in high school, but I don't think that counts.
I'm not talking about like lay on the floor and be an ice cream cone stuff. I mean, like really getting into like what's inside of you.
No, I've never really gotten in touch with what's inside of me.
Thank God.
That's a whole separate problem.
Yeah. Was it something that she did?
It wasn't anything she did. It was just her energy, you know? It's like when I got up to do my monologue, it sucked, and I'm f***ing good, all right? But this girl, something about her, I know it's her. I know it was her. It put me in the wrong space.
So you're blaming her for you not doing a good job on your monologue.
Look, if you don't understand it, it's just because you're not in touch. You know, you said you haven't been inside yourself. Well, maybe you should take a big swim in Lake U, because in order to get creative energy, you need to be free to do that.
Okay.
Don't you think it's a little unfair to say someone's being ruined your abilities? I mean, it could have been like, what if did you have a stressful week, or you had a fight with your mom? I don't know.
If I had a stressful week, I have the tools that I can channel that stress into a brilliant performance.
Okay.
But she took those tools away from me. I don't know how to tell you that she did, but she did.
That tool thief.
Oh my God.
She's a tool thief.
Weird.
And that's the reason that you're not calling her back. You feel like you can't be creative with her in your life.
Yeah, like I need a muse, and she is not a muse. She's a succubus, and she pulls the energy out of me. Every creative juice that I have was sucked out of me by just her presence.
Oh my God.
That is intense,
Jeez.
sir.
Sorry about that.
She didn't feel the same way at all, I don't think.
Well, look, her monologue was not great either, and either she's just a bad actress or I'm affecting her too.
Okay, so you think that just the two of you together, you can't be successful actors because your energy doesn't fit.
Right. Like, I can't practice my craft to the best of my ability if I have a succubus on me.
I can't believe you.
Some people like succubuses, some people don't. I mean, I can't change how you feel. It kind of doesn't make sense to me because I'm not you, but I do know that she's on the other line listening right now and would love to talk to you.
What? Are you seriously?
Yeah, Erica?
Hi.
So she heard everything I just said?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I did.
And do you not
Are
agree
you
with it?
serious?
Yes, I'm
I was
serious.
thinking like you were dating somebody else. Like now you think I'm like some voodoo witch or something.
So you think that your monologue was good?
Oh.
I wouldn't say it was the best I ever had, but I can recognize that and not blame it on somebody else.
Well, maybe you're not in touch with yourself enough to know what's affecting you.
Maybe you're a little too pretentious for the class.
I'm pretentious.
Yeah, do you hear yourself speaking right now?
Okay, Erica, explain this to me. All right, look at it all as a whole. The week before in class, my monologue was beautiful. Like the teacher said, it was the best work she'd seen. The next week, after having spent just a little bit of time with you, I'm mixing up Macbeth and Hamlet, and it's all coming out apples and oranges. What other excuse could there be?
I don't know. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Honestly, Alan, I don't get it because you weren't bad. I wasn't bad.
You have completely skewed ideas of what's bad. Bad for me is probably your best day.
I don't know why you're being like this. Did we not have a good time? Did we not have fun when we were hanging out?
That's not the point, Erica. Clearly, from a creative perspective and from a professional perspective, we're not good for each other. Our energies clash.
So even if you had fun and liked each other, it's not worth it because it's going to screw up your careers.
It could have been the best date in the world, but it's not worth it to me to continue dating someone that's going to pull my creativity out of my stomach.
Erica, did you?
Oh my God.
I mean, you're kind of being a jerk to her right now.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything on purpose, even if you feel like she sucked your creativity out.
Look, I'm sorry if I said hurtful things, but I think it's best that we don't pursue anything because it's clearly affecting both of us.
I mean, people have bad weeks, but it's an acting class. You get through it, you take notes, and you go to the next class and try to do better.
Maybe you don't understand this. Some of us, like myself, are trained and know how to focus stressful days or bad energies and still be fantastic. You, however, changed all of that for me. One date with you, and I had nothing left.
Oh!
Sweetie, I'm really sorry, but you really aren't that good. The teacher gives you the most notes for a reason.
No, the teacher gave me notes because the teacher thinks that there's something there that can be improved upon. You didn't get a lot of notes because, you know what? Well, she's never going to get any better.
Wow.
Who knew it could be so catty in acting class?
It's an act off.
I know what the answer is going to be here, but I would like to ask the question regardless. Alan, would you like to go on a second date with Erica? We will pay for it.
Obviously not.
And Erica, I'm assuming that you don't want to see Alan again?
Yeah, hell no.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was great act.
I
Well,
wanna
good.
go-
Drop out of the class?
Oh.
No, I'll be there. You'll see me.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I hope that both of you can channel that awkwardness into great monologues for future classes.
I'll be able to channel all of this energy, including this sour energy that you just put in me, and I'll be able to do great work, and I'm going to book a lot of gigs. Erica, however, is going to be stuck doing nothing, waiting tables, and maybe you can give her a job on your radio station.
Alan, I guarantee you in 10 years, I'm going to be the one who's successful, and you will not.
Yeah, successful at cashing welfare checks. Good luck.
Whoa, that was below the belt.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We may have found the most hated second dater ever.
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. In today's second date update, Erica wanted to call a guy named Alan. They met in their acting class. Mm-hmm. They went out on a date. He wasn't calling her back, so we got him on the phone and found out the reason that he was ignoring her was because she's a succubus.
Oh.
And
worst
she
kind.
sucked all of his energy away.
Yes.
And he couldn't create like an actor of his caliber can create in class. He said after the date, the next time they were in acting class together, he tried to do a monologue, and it was just terrible. And he blamed her. And a text message in at 78592 saying, Alan is the reason why actors are said to be high maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
What an
think?
a-hole.
He really lived up to the stereotype there, that's for sure. And
Seriously.
Yeah.
she dodged a bullet, man.
She really did.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both actors, so they'll probably end up in some sort of relationship at some point.
Of course.
Well, what's going to be funny is that he actually becomes super famous and the joke's all on us.
Yeah, exactly. And he's on Fallon or one of the late night shows, and they're like, when was the point you knew that you were going to make it in this business? Like, well, I was on this radio show, and I had gone out with a horrible succubus of a woman. And that's when I realized I needed to focus on me, and I'm the only one who can bring my energy
Yes.
to a creative point where I can create properly.
Bravo,
for the masses.
sir.
Yes.
Bravo.
And people will give him a standing ovation.
Yes.
So anyway, everybody hates him on the text message board at 78592 because he was a jerk to her.
Yeah,
He just takes himself too seriously.
and she
Yeah.
didn't do anything except for just be herself.
Well, that is the problem. If she would have been an actor and been somebody else, maybe he wouldn't have had all of his energy sucked out of his body. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Carolyn is on the phone today to do a second date update, and in her email, she says she thinks she might be a bad person
Whoa.
for wanting to do this second date update.
Really?
I don't really know what that means, but Carolyn, why do you think you'd be a bad person for wanting this second date update?
Well, because I don't really like him that much.
Oh,
What? Why would you be doing that, Carolyn? This is why your dating life is bad.
No! Yes, maybe. You're probably right. Because there could be something really cool involved.
What do you mean? Like,
Whoa.
I'm guessing you're not talking about emotions.
Not romantic ones.
Okay, well, before we get into all that and the reason you think you're a bad person, what's the guy's name?
Rob.
Wow,
do you
even
even
say
say
it like
it
you don't like him. And
Ew.
where did you meet Rob?
Rob.
Robert, we got set up through friends, so
Okay, and were you as disappointed in Robert the first time you saw him as you are now?
Well, it's funny you say that because I was led to believe that Rob was going to be super hot.
God, Rob, get it
Man.
together, you uggo.
He wasn't hot.
No, he was just okay.
What? Oh my God.
All right,
this is
so far
terrible.
we've got somebody who you don't like that much and you don't think he's that attractive.
Oh.
You must have enjoyed actually going out with him then, right?
No. You would have, like, punched your eyes out.
What?
He would do things, it's so hard to explain, but he would do things like, I was like, oh, what do you do, actually? And he's like, oh, I'm a hopscotcher.
What?
Hop-
Is that supposed to be funny?
Yeah, is that a joke?
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny. He was so amused with himself. And then he's like, no, I'm a pogo stick jumper.
Oh, wow.
He just, like, 10 minutes of him, like, not saying what he did, but just saying really stupid stuff that I just had to smile at.
Did he
So
ever
Karen-
actually say what he did for a living?
Yeah, he did say, and I don't even remember. It was really boring. It was like some business.
So wait, your dating life is in such a state that you want to call someone who's not calling you back who you find boring, ugly, and obnoxious.
I never said ugly. I said he was just okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's
Okay.
some silver lining then with Rob. He's mildly attractive, I guess.
That's being generous.
All right.
Well, then why call him to go out again?
Well, during the date, in our boring conversation, he did say one interesting thing.
Okay. And that
Okay.
one thing wasn't just that the date was about to be over?
No,
No,
that
but-
might have been more interesting, but no.
Kudos to you for listening well enough to hear the interesting thing.
So what was it? What did he bring up that you were interested in?
He won concert tickets, but also a meet and greet
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So-
For what?
for Adam Levine, and I freaking love Adam Levine.
Oh my God. It's just dawning on me.
Wait.
So you want to do the second date update to try to go with him to this meet and greet that he won?
Yeah, because he brought it up and made me think that he wanted to take me on it.
Oh, man.
So you're using this poor guy to just try to get close to Adam Levine.
But, like, super close. Like, you touch him in a meet and greet, I'm imagining.
I mean, I get it. Adam Levine is super hot.
Super hot.
But, yeah. Did you just keep bringing up Adam Levine the whole time you talked to him after he said that?
He said he won these, and I said that I was interested. I hinted that, and nothing was ever set in stone, but there was a lot of implying going on.
How'd your date end?
Oh, we kissed.
Oh my God, you totally kissed him because you knew he had Adam Levine tickets at that point.
Yes, it felt right.
No!
It felt so right, so romantic.
Shouldn't have.
You are kind of a bad person for this. You're right.
Oh.
I knew it, but I still want it so bad.
Okay. Well, how long has it been since your date with this dude?
So it's only been a couple days, but the concert is coming up soon, so I'm getting nervous.
Okay, wait.
So you want to do a second date update after only a couple days or whatever it is?
I got to secure the date. I got to block it out.
So why do you think he hasn't called you back already?
I don't know. I'm kind of out of his league. I don't know if he's trying to play it cool because he read it in a book somewhere.
Oh, man.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and figure out why he's not calling you back, and then see if we can get you your meet and greet with Adam Levine in your second date update right after this, all right?
Thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Carolyn is on the phone, and today she wants to try to get a second date with Adam Levine from Maroon 5.
That's
Seriously?
I know
essentially it.
sounds weird, but she actually went out with this guy named Rob, who she didn't like very much. Was
Yeah.
bored on the date, thought that he wasn't that attractive, and what else didn't she like about him? Just all around,
Everything.
didn't really like him very
There's
much.
not
But
one thing she liked.
the one thing she did like is that he has some sort of meet and greet tickets with Adam Levine, and so she wants to do a second date update to hopefully go out with him again so she can be the lucky person who accompanies him. And you know what, Carolyn? I don't even think we need to call Rob. Rob's just kind of the middleman in this whole thing. Because, you know, I work in radio. I actually happen to have Adam Levine's number. I can just call him for you right now.
Do not.
Oh, shut up.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
believe
You
him.
want me just to call him right now instead?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have no idea how to contact that man. Sorry. He's way hotter than I am.
Okay, I know we're doing a lot of jokes about this, and it's funny, but does anyone think that this is morally wrong to lead some guy on and make him think that a girl likes him just so this woman can meet Adam Levine?
It is, but I kind of want to see what happens.
Yeah, and if it was anybody other than Adam Levine, maybe, because he is just so hot. Who cares? Morals go out
right
the
now.
window when it comes to him.
I don't feel good about this.
All right,
know, but
Carolyn,
let's see what-
are you ready to give Rob a call?
Yes,
All
let's
right.
do this.
Do
Here we
not-
go.
Oh,
I hope he
God.
doesn't answer.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Rob.
This is Rob.
Hey, Rob, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Okay.
Okay. What's up? How you doing?
Good. You say you're with a radio show?
Yes, it's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Never heard of it.
That's okay.
Okay. Thanks for
A lot of
not
people who
listening.
haven't heard of it, but
Yeah.
one of our listeners did email us about you, and that's why we're calling today.
Me?
Yeah. Your name's Rob, right?
Yeah, this is Rob.
Okay. Is this the Rob that recently went out with a girl named Carolyn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super weird. Yeah, I went out with a girl named Caroline.
Yeah, and Carolyn emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone.
Huh.
It's something that we do on the show called a second date update. So Carolyn is wondering why you haven't called her yet for another date.
I mean, it seems like a real personal thing.
If you didn't like Carolyn, it's totally fine.
Brooke.
Well, no, I liked her.
Are you sure?
I liked her. I got the feeling that it wasn't going to work.
And why not?
Wonder why.
To be honest, she didn't seem to be really paying attention to me while we were eating, or just sitting, or at any point in the
Really?
day. She was on the phone a lot, like a lot of texting. Just
What?
kind of. It just didn't seem like she liked me very much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's quite the opposite. I mean, she emailed a radio show to get
Oh,
you on the
no.
phone because she wants to see you again.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
She sounds like she was pretty rude on the date. Like there wasn't a lot for you to like about her.
Well, I guess if you guys are saying she's interested, I mean, maybe I'm just terrible at reading people. I mean, if I'm wrong, I will accept that I'm wrong and willing to give it another shot, I guess.
Okay, so you weren't like not calling her back because you didn't like her. You just thought she wasn't into you.
Yeah, I just thought she wasn't into me, so I just figured part ways would be best for both of
Right.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't you
that
think
makes sense.
intuition is such a strong thing? Like being able to read people?
Yeah, and I did like her at first, so maybe I should have stuck with that initial intuition, and maybe we should hang on.
Maybe.
Opposite.
And you know what, Rob? She's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
You guys are calling me. Did she calling in as well? Like,
We called, we like conferenced her in, and she's been quiet on the other line this whole time, but she wants to talk to you. Caroline?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. Hey.
hey, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I was been thinking about you.
I guess I was a little wrong, but I've been thinking about you as well. This is great.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah, because I really feel bad that you felt like I just wasn't, like, interested because, I mean, I just feel like it's a fluke. I wasn't feeling, like, super great that day, and because I had a fun time. Like, I think you're a pretty awesome guy.
I kind of figured maybe you were feeling not so great. Maybe I just read the signals wrong. I guess I was completely wrong about the whole thing.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen, Rob, you know? Like,
Stop it. We
two sides to every story. I mean, you're thinking that she doesn't like you. She's like, oh, man, this guy Rob is awesome. I'm glad we made this phone call.
Happens all the time.
I was completely sure that you had no interest in me whatsoever, and I was just, like I said, cutting losses. But this is so exciting. This is so cool.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're excited. Yeah, I just was in kind of like not a great mood, and it's sometimes just hard for me to hide that when I'm not feeling good. So, you know.
Great. Well,
'Cause-
sorry you're in a bad mood for our date. I'm hoping we can do another thing, and maybe you'll be in a better mood, and I'll give it another shot. And like, this is so exciting.
Rob, does that mean you're asking me out again?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey.
Let's see. I'm pretty free at the end of this week. Do you want to maybe we can get some coffee or something on Thursday?
There you go.
Hey, coffee's good.
Coffee date.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what I was thinking that you brought up, and I just thought that would be super fun for us to do? Because like, you mentioned like a concert, and I love concerts. And I was like, oh, you would be such a fun person to go to a concert with.
Sure. We can go to a concert if you want. That'd be great.
Okay, cool. I feel like you mentioned winning tickets to see Adam Levine, right?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that would be cool. You know, I've always kind of liked their music and him.
Yeah, that'd be a sweet date, Rob.
Yeah, that would be a really sweet date.
Caroline, that sounds like a blast. I totally love to take you to see Adam Levine, but I gave those tickets to my niece.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you gave him away, Rob?
Oh, no.
Well, I gave her the extra ticket. I'm taking her.
Oh.
my God.
She's a huge Adam Levine fan, and I couldn't tell her no.
So wait, you're like a really good person who wants to take care of your family and everything, right? And make dreams come true.
I mean, she's family. I can't say no to family, you know?
So you don't have the tickets anymore?
I mean, I still have a ticket, and I'm taking my niece.
Yeah.
But there's always concerts we could go to. I mean, there are so many concerts.
Yeah, but you had meet and greet tickets, right?
I didn't give them away. I still have them.
Rob,
I couldn't tell
Rob,
no.
that's lame. That's lame. I would love to go to that concert with you. Is there any way that you could just tell your niece you're sorry and you messed up and like, 'cause we would have so much fun together at that.
Dude, you are so low.
I don't know that I could do that. She's real excited. It's going to break her heart.
I think you should try. I mean, because we would have a killer time.
Carolyn, are you really trying to get him to take the tickets back from his niece?
You're trying to get him to...
They haven't gone yet.
Dude, it's a little girl who has a dream of meeting Adam Levine, not a grown-ass woman.
I mean...
Well, I have wants, too.
Wait a second. Is this only to get me to bring you to the concert?
No, I want to go out with you. You have these tickets, and I just thought it would be really cool if we went together.
I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can do about it. But look, if you still want to go out, I think Thursday's great. We can get coffee on Thursday. We can talk. We can actually get to know one another.
Yeah, there you go. Carolyn, would you like to go out with Rob on a second date for some coffee? On Thursday, we'll pay for it.
We already sat across from each other and, like, chit-chatted. I wanted to do something, you know? Like, meet Adam Levine.
So no to coffee?
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in getting coffee with Rob.
Okay. I mean, do you like concerts? There are plenty of other concerts coming through. I can get us tickets.
No, thanks. I wanted to do the meet and greet. No.
Oh, my God, you're such a snake, Carolyn. What is wrong with you?
I just know what I want.
Dude,
Rob,
you
she's
deserve
not gonna,
so much better.
She's not going to go out with you unless you can get her to meet Adam Levine.
It's the only reason she wanted to go out with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The only reason she wanted to do a second date update was so that she could hopefully be your guest for those tickets.
Come on. Caroline, are you serious? You got them to call me so you could have tickets?
Listen, you're fine. But I really wanted to see Adam Levine, and whatever, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And if I felt something different on the second date, I would have been open to it, but...
You liar!
Wow. I guess it's good that we're not going out again because you sound like a really bad person.
Dude, Rob, you are so on.
That's not fair.
Is it though?
Hey, Carolyn, look, I'm sorry that you didn't get tickets to go meet Adam Levine through Rob. I'm
Call
sorry.
him for me.
No, how about this? I bet you through the radio station I can get you some.
You can really? Are you being serious this time? Seriously?
I am. I bet you I could. I bet you I could find meet and greet tickets for Adam Levine.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Yeah, I didn't say I was going to give them to you. I'll give them to Rob's niece again.
I hate you. I hate all
That'd
of
be
you.
great. She has a few friends that want to go too.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
For once, karma wins. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Caroline wanted to call a guy named Rob. She didn't like him. Thought he was boring, not very attractive. Didn't really dig the date at all, but she wanted a second date with him. Why? Because Rob had some meet and greet passes for Adam Levine.
Oh, yeah.
Levine, sorry.
Levine.
I always get it wrong.
They're both
I
accepted.
know.
From Maroon 5. Anyway,
Yeah.
he had meet and greet passes. The only reason she wanted a second date with him was because she wanted to get those passes and go with him to that. But when we got him on the phone and tried to get her a second date, he revealed that he had given those passes to his niece. Like he was going to take his niece along.
Like a good uncle.
Yeah, like, that's cool, you know? And then she got mad at him and decided not to go out with him, and she doesn't want to date because she only wanted to use the dude to meet Adam Levine.
Oh, people are saying such nice things about her on our text
They
board
really
right
are,
now.
yeah.
Dude, the audacity she had to honestly say, will you just tell her you're sorry and take me instead?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, you
She
know
actually
what?
asked him to take the tickets away from his niece.
When
my
you
gosh.
love Adam Levine and you think it's destiny.
I guess. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You guys ever go out on one of those dates that goes so well that you end up spending the whole weekend together?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
I had one of those a little while ago. I was out with this girl, and then randomly, like, she was at my house, and somehow her tires got slashed while she was there. Somebody stole the battery in her car. She couldn't find her wallet. Just things kept happening. Had to
so
wait till Monday to
weird.
get her car fixed. Spent the whole weekend together. It was fabulous. Just a fabulous time.
You just get creepier and creepier, don't you?
That's what happened to Anna, who is on the phone to do a second date update today. She wants to call a guy named Chris. Apparently, their date went so well that they just spent the whole weekend together, and it was magical. Hey, Anna, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you for your email.
Oh, definitely.
So tell us a little bit about Chris.
Chris is this amazing guy. I met him online, and I know that's kind of like not very serious, but
It can be serious. You see those commercials where they're like, everybody who meets on here gets married for life. I don't think it's not serious thing anymore, unless where'd you meet him?
plenty of fish.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that is one of the not so serious sites. You need to be on the ones where you actually pay money to join up.
Hey, it worked out for her, though. What did you like about him when you saw him?
Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
it didn't really work out for you because he's not calling you back, is he?
Technicalities, okay?
he's just a little rough around the edges, but he's one of those guys with a complete heart of gold.
How do you know that already?
He was just so generous. The time we spent together, I mean, it was literally like the best date I have ever been on.
That's
Okay,
cute.
so tell us a little bit about it.
He planned out this phenomenal dinner. I'm talking like 9 different entrees, and everything was just really planned out and expensive, I can only imagine.
Does he make a lot of money?
I don't know, but let's just say I was impressed.
Okay, so,
So you
it
guys-
seems like he might.
You guys were at, like, fancy restaurants and stuff.
Right. And it was just thing after thing. So we ate, and then he took us for a helicopter ride in the city.
What? That is awesome.
It was amazing.
Did you know all of this going into the date, or was it a surprise to you?
I mean, we had talked online for a while before he took me out, and he'd been planning it this entire time we were talking.
Oh, so you knew you were going for dinner and a helicopter ride.
Yeah, he planned all this other stuff.
Wait, there's
Wow.
more than just a helicopter ride and a 9-course meal?
In my opinion, that's all you really need to do. I mean, you need to do half that, and most girls would be ecstatic.
Good. You buy
What
me a
else did
drink
this-
and I'm good.
What else did this guy plan?
Gifts and flowers, and it was like 7 different dates combined into one amazing weekend.
Did it feel like too much? I mean, that's a lot for a guy that you're just meeting.
It wasn't too much for me.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be too much for anybody.
Yeah.
If some girl were to offer me to go on a helicopter ride and all these gifts and everything else, absolutely. Some dude were. I don't care, anybody. Just shower me with gifts. No wonder you're upset you're not hearing back from him.
I know. And we had this really weird text exchange.
So you have heard from him since the date.
Yeah, but barely.
What did he say?
Well, I mean, I texted him thanking him for such a great time, and he said he had a busy work week and he couldn't really talk. So,
Okay, well, If the guy's got that kind of dough that he's dropping on helicopters and 17,000 course meals, he's probably a pretty busy guy.
Yeah. Let him work.
Yeah. Let Dada work so he can take you on another helicopter ride.
I know, and I get it. I know that he is completely busy, but I texted him, and he said that he was busy about 4 or 5 different times, and I said to him, are we ever going to go out again? He said, no, I don't think so. Like,
what?
Do you feel like maybe you were blowing him up too much? Because if he was like, I'm busy, hey.
I really didn't think so. It was maybe like once or twice a week.
He's the one that seems too eager in this situation, if you ask me, planning an entire weekend together.
Right.
Did you guys hook up that weekend? I'm hoping you did with all those gifts and things like that.
Let's just say we slept in the same bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it could go either way. Maybe he did that with you and now he's like, all right, I got that out of the way.
But he doesn't need to go to that extent if he just wants to hook up with a girl. Like,
depends how attractive he is.
I don't know. You think he's ugly?
Yeah.
She did only describe him as a heart of gold.
He had a heart of gold, yeah, definitely. But like I said, rough around the edges.
Oh, that's
all
what
right.
you meant.
Well, anyway, you obviously liked him a lot. So we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know what, Anna?
What?
I actually don't want you to get a second date.
Whoa.
Why?
Because this guy took you out for like a fabulous fancy dinner, helicopter ride around the city, spent the whole weekend spoiling you. I don't want you to get a second date so I can date him. That's why. Sounds like a fabulous date to me. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Anna did exactly that. She went out with a guy who just spoiled her for the whole weekend. And they texted a little bit after. He said he was really busy. And then she finally was like, when are we going to hang out? And then he said it's not going to work out. And she wants to find out why. So we're about to call him right now. Any last thoughts before we dial the phone number, Anna?
No, I'm just really curious.
And how did you guys leave the weekend again?
In each other's arms? I thought we had a really good time.
All right, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome.
Here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Chris, please?
Yes, he.
Chris, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How's it going?
It's going good. Well,
I just wanted to talk to you about something if you got a minute.
this is one of your prank phone calls, and nah.
Stopping it right at the gate.
Yeah, it is not a prank phone call. You actually went out on a date recently with one of our listeners, and they emailed us to call you.
Okay.
Her name is Anna. You remember going out with Anna?
Yeah, I went out with that crazy chick, man.
You went out with a crazy chick?
Yeah, she crazy as shit, bad crazy.
Really?
Oh.
Bad yeah.
Wow, just out the gate like that, you're going to call her crazy. I haven't even really had a chance to talk to you about the date at all. Can you tell us a little bit more about why you think she's crazy?
She's bad crazy. I don't know what else you need to know.
Yeah, that pretty much says it all right there,
Yeah.
but can you tell us why at least? Because, look, she enjoyed your date, obviously, man. You took her out to dinner, helicopter rides, all that.
Oh, she told you about that?
Yeah.
The date was the so of course she liked it.
Yeah, it sounds like you know how to plan a pretty nice date, Chris.
when you're into somebody, you go all out, I guess. I do it. So.
Why would you spend an entire weekend and that much money with a girl if you thought this shoe was crazy?
That's how I treat women that I'm interested in. Maybe somebody doesn't treat you like that, but they should.
Okay.
Well, I actually agree with you, but...
She's married.
So you were interested in her, but now you think she's crazy.
Oh, bad again. I use the word bad.
Bad crazy. Why is that? Did something happen after your date, or was it during your date that you decided that? And your date lasted a whole weekend, so I'm guessing it was after.
She would text me, and I would tell her I'm busy.
Okay.
And then she one day showed up in front of my doorstep.
What?
Whoa, she showed up.
She's not from here. She
she's not from here. All right, so she just one day shows up on my property at my front door talking about, hey, I'm moving here. What the are you talking about?
Whoa.
Slow
So
down.
she's not, when you say she's not from here, she's from where?
From far away where they make crazy.
Does that have a specific city?
She's from like 4 states away. That's how we met online.
She's from out of state.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she shows up. You know, it's not like she went down the street. She jumped on a plane and then came to my front door and stood there. It was like, hey, I like you so much, I want to move here now.
What?
No. What the are you talking about?
Chris, I need to get some clarification because I'm kind of confused now. When we talked to her, she didn't say she was from somewhere else. How did you guys go out on a date? Did you fly her out here for the date or something?
Yeah, I flew her out. So we talked, and I was like, all right, I like her. I'm going to fly her out here, and we'll have a great weekend. And that's why we had a whole weekend plan because, I knew that I only had limited time with this, and she lives so far away.
That makes sense. When we talked to her about it, she left all that out. She just said, we spent the weekend together, and he took me on this fabulous date. You had no choice but to spend the weekend with her.
Yeah, but also insane people leave out facts. You know what I mean?
That's true. Crazy people tend to leave out facts.
But you enjoyed the weekend with her.
I mean, listen, the weekend, it was fine. I got what I wanted, so it was cool. You know what I mean? But, like, she's best.
Yeah, if you fly a girl out from another state to hang out with you for the weekend, it's usually kind of a hookup thing. Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, cool.
But you didn't.
It should have been cool about it. You know, it could have happened again. But she wasn't cool about it.
Yeah, I guess all that other stuff is just beside the big point, though, that she showed up on your doorstep.
Wow.
On my doorstep. Start talking about, I don't like the people I'm around. I don't like my surroundings. Maybe that doesn't like you.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't give her mixed messages? Because I'm sorry, if a guy flies me to another state, takes me on a helicopter ride, pays for all this fancy stuff, gives me gifts, I'm thinking that he is like interested in a long-term relationship, not for a hookup weekend.
Listen, I get your point, all right? But look, I told her I was busy 5 different times and 5 different text messages, and she still shows up at my doorstep.
Yeah, from states away.
Yeah.
So she flew here.
I don't know if she flew, if she hiked. I don't know. I don't know.
She could have hiked. Who knows?
Is that crazy?
All right.
Yeah, and I never want to talk to her again.
All right.
I might move so she can't find me.
One of those things is going to be a problem, Chris, because she's actually on the other line listening.
Oh, y'all on bullshit, man.
No. Hey, no bullshit, Chris.
Oh, shut the up, man. You are with me right now.
Chris, in your case, I kind of wish I was, but I'm not. Anna is actually on the phone.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, crazy. I don't want to talk to you. At all. At all.
Listen, Chris, I moved out here because I like it here, not just for you. So get over yourself.
Moved?
None of that sounds believable. None of it.
Anna, why didn't you tell us that you were from out of state and that you moved here for this dude?
I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and I didn't move out here for him.
Okay.
He's flattering himself right now.
You know, that could be true. Like, give her the benefit of the doubt here. It could not be all about you, Chris.
It's not a coincidence.
Okay. If it's not all about me, name 3 things right now besides me you moved out there for. Go. Go.
Okay, listen, I love the area. I don't like where I was living.
I spent a whole weekend in Haiti. I'm not moving to Haiti.
You're being a real ass, Chris.
Okay. Oh, and you showed up at my doorstep, so it wasn't like you went. Oh, I want to breathe the fresh air of this new place. You came to my doorstep.
I thought I was checking in on you. I mean, you're busy. You're busy all the time after we had such a great weekend. Like, what the?
You're checking in on me? I am not a baby. I'm a grown-ass man. A busy-ass man. 5 texts are busy. And you don't show up on a grown adult's doorstep checking in on me after 1 weekend together, man. That's crazy.
I just don't get you. I don't get you at all.
Good. You're not supposed to get me. I don't want you to get me. I want to be not gotten forever.
Oh, my God. Anna,
right.
Did he, say something to make you think that he was looking for more than just, a weekend hookup?
I honestly thought what we had, Chris, was something more than that. But apparently I'm just your booty call. You don't fly somebody out for a weekend after we've been talking for months and then expect me to feel like the crazy person?
Listen, I've talked to plenty of girls for months online. I don't see any of them moving and showing up in my doorstep because they love the area, okay?
maybe I am crazy for feeling like we had a connection, but you're just being an ass.
All right, well, I hope you take that, and you learn not to like me, ever. All right? You learn not to stalk the next guy so you can actually stay with him for a little while.
Oh, my God.
I would love to ask you guys at this point, would you like to go out on a second date? Chris, would you like to go out with Anna again? We'll pay for it.
No, but you can pay for a restraining order, all right?
Anna, you still there?
Yeah.
Would you like to go out on a second date with Chris?
Yes.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Well, Chris, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, be safe. Anna, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm not crazy. He's literally just being an ass.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the area. It's nice to have you as one of our fine residents.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When you go out on a first date, you learn a lot about the other person, their likes and dislikes, what TV shows they might like, and people are very passionate about their TV. Like, I know for me, if you disrespect New Girl, I will gut you like a fish.
Because you're just so adorable.
Yep. I will come across the table. I've actually choked someone out at a restaurant before because they disrespected New Girl. And it wasn't even the person I was out with. It was somebody 3 tables down. I heard them say they didn't like it. Anyway, that's the reason that Sherman, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, thinks that his date ditched him in the middle of their date.
What?
Because he disrespected her TV show.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Sherman?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Did she, throw her drink in your face as she stormed out of the restaurant?
No, none of that. I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and she was gone, and she left a pile of money at my seat to pay for the meal.
So you got ditched in the middle of your date. Your email said the only thing you could think of was an argument about TV. What happened before she ditched you?
I mean, we're talking about TV shows and shows we liked and stuff, and she brought up Real Housewives.
Okay.
And I kind of chuckled at that, and I kind of made fun of her for a little bit, but I was just joking.
How bad did you make fun of her?
Well, I mean, when she said I watched Real Housewives, I was like, you really watch that trash? And that's kind of, I don't think she liked it, but I was joking.
Did she laugh about that, or did she seem legitimately pissed off at you?
I feel like she was more upset than she was happy about it.
And how long after you made that comment did she ditch you in the middle of your date?
I'd say we talked for another 5-10 minutes, and then I had to go make a restroom break.
Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Up until the TV discussion, you're saying everything was fine on your date?
Everything seemed cool, yeah. We met at the restaurant, got our appetizers. We had some small conversations, just talking about likes and dislikes and stuff. I thought it was going fine.
You'd never met this girl before. This is like a blind date or someone you met online?
Yeah, it was a blind date situation. Her friend is my neighbor, and I was just talking to my neighbor one day about how, I'm single and, ready to mingle and stuff. And then he was like, you should meet my friend. And then she seemed down to meet up, so we met up, and I thought it was going great.
Until you dropped the hammer on her about Real Housewives. So when you got back to the table and you saw a pile of cash sitting there and your date gone, what'd you do?
I just kind of sat there and just waited. I thought maybe she went to the valet or maybe she wanted to go on a smoke break or something. And probably 15 minutes in, I realized I got ditched.
So did you try to call her or text her or anything?
Yeah, I was sending her a text, just, making sure things were cool. And I was like, hey, did I offend you with the housewives thing? It was just a joke. Sending her things like that, but she just hasn't responded back.
So you've heard nothing from her other than coming back to the table, finding cash, and no date.
Yeah, cash on the seat, and she was gone.
Do you actually want to talk to a woman who would be so offended by anyone talking trash about housewives again, though?
Well, I don't think she realized I was joking about the housewives thing. I don't mind housewives. It's just, it's cool to hate. It's a fun show to hate on.
It is. It's very fun to hate on that. Easy. But do you want to call somebody who ditched you in the middle of a date because of it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, she was really cool. She was beautiful. She was smart. We laughed and stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind a second date if it's at all possible.
Huh.
And I think the housewives thing was the cause, but honestly, I'm not sure. It could have been anything. So I just kind of want to get some closure on this and figure out what exactly, like, what did I do?
Yeah, it would be confusing if somebody left me in the middle of the day. I mean, it's never happened. But if it did happen, it would bother you a lot because you're like, what did I do that was so wrong? She couldn't even handle hanging out with me for like another hour until we finished dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to know exactly what went wrong. And, you know, if I can get a second date, great. But if not, I at least want to get some closure on this whole thing.
That's understandable.
It's just hard for me to believe that anyone who's a fan of Housewives doesn't understand also how ridiculous it is. I think you did something else.
I don't think I did anything else, but it's the only thing I could think of right now, like I said.
All right, well, let's find out then. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sherman is on the phone with us. He recently went out with a girl named Sarah. While they were at dinner, he got up to use the bathroom, came back, she was gone, there was cash left behind on the table, and that's the last he's heard of her. Tried to text her, call her, and heard nothing back. I do have a question for Sherman before we get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sherman, let me ask you this. When you came back to the table and your date was gone, were there any ashes or burn marks anywhere around the table?
No, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, because I've heard of this happening before. Sometimes people will spontaneously combust. And I'm thinking that might have happened.
Oh, my God. And the money just flew out of her pocket from the explosion.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure she survived.
You think she survived?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Because you haven't heard anything from her. It's all speculation at this point. She could have combusted and turned into the money.
Oh.
I've heard of that happening, too.
I've never.
There's all kinds of things, Sherman.
That'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The only thing Sherman can think of that went wrong is they got into a little disagreement about the TV show Real Housewives. She said she watches it. He made a joke like, I can't believe you watch that trash. And she seemed legitimately offended. It was shortly after that she left, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and find out what went wrong. You ready?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Nice to
why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh, my God.
You ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left, so that's the only thing he could think of.
Oh, my God. That's the only thing you could think of. Yeah. I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever, we're talking, it's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and, like, pull me aside, then, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a motherfucker.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it's just her tone and everything. Like, it just, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous.
Yeah.
I can't, I just pictured him like knocking boots with my mom and I wanted to bark.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise.
Even your grandma.
Yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I liked Housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, It's not as simple as just, sleeping with somebody and the mom. It's not
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh, my God. You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
There are a lot of things happening, like, that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
and,
true.
You only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean, that's all one side of the story. It's not as black and white as that. And that's the thing with that. Like, I can't just
so we need to hear that
and be known as just one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're going to hear it right now, because I feel like you're just going to turn it against me right now.
No, I think what you did is a great thing.
Oh, my gosh. No, you do not. Sherman, that is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's the point.
I'm sure someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it, Sherman. I get it.
Bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date. And
that's the one thing I know. Dudes that wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.